Spring breaks are right around the corner. You might be flying somewhere. I'm already booking summer flights. That's ready to go. And nothing, you gotta book the flight. You gotta be sure that you're doing it right. But what if it's all messed up?
Yeah.
And you said you're learning a brand new way to book your flights?
Yeah, I never thought of this really until I met this couple and found out what happened to her. It's changing the way that I book my flights. Yeah. Once you find out what happened to them, you may be thinking the same thing.
I call it the Grinch who stole Christmas.
She's talking about a family trip.
Well, we had planned to go home for Christmas to see our children and grandchildren in Kansas City.
Helen Swan and her husband bought round-trip tickets on Southwest Airline, spent about $600, and planned on staying more than a week. Then they, well, forgot.
We got the day mixed up, and we thought it was the next day.
They missed the flight and got an email saying it had been canceled. So Helen would buy 2 more departing tickets and then just use the returns she already paid for.
And they said, no, your whole reservation's been canceled.
Say what? Southwest told them if a portion of the flight is not flown and not canceled at least 10 minutes prior to departure, all funds are forfeited and any remaining flight on the reservation is canceled, even a return flight that wouldn't happen for 7 more days.
I didn't understand why our reservation back was canceled. We paid for it.
Southwest says it affects non-refundable tickets. The Swans would have to repurchase them.
We didn't want to give, in my opinion, Southwest $2,000.
Like it or not, it's common. At Delta, failing to comply with deadlines subjects the entire itinerary to cancellation. And American has the right to cancel any remaining portion of the passenger's itinerary. But there's another way around it.
So if you had booked 2 one-ways, the other one-way would still be in place?
It would.
2 one-way flights booked separately would have 2 different itineraries and reservation numbers. One wouldn't affect the other. In the end, the Swans made a drastic move.
We ended up driving 42 hours round trip to Kansas City and back.
That's right, 42 hours of get-to-know-each-other time. Not this trip.
Mostly what my husband heard was me raving on about this.
Southwest says the policy is disclosed in itineraries and that when a customer no-shows on one portion, they must begin the process of recouping losses on the return. So if you can, cancel before the flight and book flights separately to avoid the same thing. And go to abc15.com, click on sections, and let Joe know for more money-saving advice right there. If you need my help, call the Assistance League volunteers. You can email me or find me on Facebook and Twitter.